Hello, everybody. Welcome. It is Chubbyray Comics Live. Chubbyray Comics Live, coming to you from the Batcave. That's right. Well, at least Chubbyray's Batcave. That's where I'm coming from today. Let me just say, welcome one, welcome all. It is great to be here on a Monday afternoon. It's great to be here. Hope you guys are happy to be here. I see that there are some people here. Betnessa, of course, is first again. NX Capitan is here. Raul, of course, is here. Big Fetty says, Trash Can Fam, assemble. Oh, I love it. Los Master reminding everybody, don't forget to like. I love it. Chip Crisper being pleasurable, saying, hey, everybody, how you doing? I love it. Here's the over-under on Ray being late. All right. The show was scheduled at 5:20, so I started right on time today. Hello, all. Hope everybody's well. Yeah. What's up next Tuesday? Lotus Empire in. What's up, Augustus? Logan says, hi, Ray and the Chubby crew. Hope everyone's doing well today. Of course, Logan is our UK. He's the Chubby Chief for the UK. I love it. Trash Can Fam says next Tuesday. How you doing, everybody? Same bat channel, relatively same bat time. Thank you. Yep. I'm still what can I say? Still recovering and still trying my best to get better. I gotta be honest. The worst thing about this surgery is I've had other surgeries before. I had dozens of surgeries on my ankle, on my knees, and I've had a bunch of surgeries before. But I've never taken this long to recover from any surgery. I mean, this is remarkable how tired I am and how pain just lingers. I've never had any kind of experience like this in recovering from surgery. Every surgery I've had has been a quicker recovery than this one. This one's taken forever. So if anybody ever gets a skin surgery, I wish you luck. It takes forever. I mean, it's nagging. It's not just pain, it's nagging pain. So what's going on, everybody? I'm glad you guys are here. I hope you're ready to talk. We got a lot of subjects. We got a lot of subjects to cover today. All right, here's the subjects we got to cover. We got regular comics. We're going to talk about comics. I'm going to update you on my recovery so you guys understand, because I'm getting a lot of people that are sending me questions about my recovery, and so I just figured I'd just do it all on the show. So yeah, I am still recovering. And people wondering why there's been no videos. It's just, man, it's because the pain and exhaustion is real with this. I mean, it's mind-numbingly bad on both accounts. The pain and the exhaustion is just wow. It's a lot. There's a lot to it. So that's why I haven't been able to do any new videos, which sucks because I love doing videos. Anybody who's seen my content, I usually like to put it out every single day because I love videos so much. So I'm trying to get better. And here's the other big question we're going to talk about today. And this is a big one. Is Marvel Comics going to stop publishing? There's a big rumor. There is a big rumor that Marvel is thinking about giving up on publishing any media. That they are thinking maybe it's time to stop. You know what I mean? That's what they're thinking. Maybe it's time to stop publishing. Are you crazy? But that's a big rumor out there. So we're going to talk about it today. These are things that I want to talk about this morning to get this, or this afternoon to get the show started. All right. All right. So let me hear. I want to hear your thoughts on everything. And of course, if you have questions, any comic questions about my recovery, I think I've answered that. But and the stuff about Marvel, I'd love to discuss. Do you think that Marvel is going to stop publishing? Here is my personal opinion. I think that's two questions. Number one, is Marvel going to stop publishing? Is a different question than the actual question. Do I think we're going to stop seeing comics? The answer is no. Do I think we're going to stop seeing omnibuses? The answer is no. Do I think we're going to stop seeing collected editions? Question mark. The answer is no. However, is Marvel thinking of not publishing? I gotta be honest. That sounds like it could be a yes. The speculation is that Marvel wants to get out of in-house publishing, and they're thinking of licensing all their property. Here you go. Here, next Tuesday, let's put it up. The rumors. Speculation recently surfaced that Disney may shift from in-house publishing to licensing out Marvel characters for comics by 2030, possibly focusing on mobile-first platforms like Webtoon. See, that's bullshit. That is bullshit. License it out to DC, who knows how to publish books. License it out to somebody else. License it out to somebody who knows what they're doing. If somebody license it out to somebody who owns freaking warehouses, so you don't sell out of every omnibus. License it out to Amazon. License it out to DC. License it out to somebody who actually wants to put in the effort to where all the money isn't going to eBay sellers. This is too big a fandom to just urinate upon and walk away from publishing, period. I think it's true that Disney wants to get out of publishing content. I think that's true. However, I don't think we're going to lose comic books. I think comic books are still going to be around. I don't think we're going to lose omnibuses. I think they will still be around. I think they're always going to be around. Edwin says, I don't think Marvel will stop making collected editions. That market has to be profitable. Absolutely, right? Marvel Comics is still look at this. Our chubby chief of the UK, Logan, says Marvel Comics is still a profitable company. It may be struggling creatively right now, but it's making yes, it's making a shitload of money. Absolutely. Yes. We know they have to keep making, and of course they want to keep making, it's their most successful IP. I mean, come on. Disney's making movies based on the Marvel stuff. Of course they don't want to shut down Marvel. That'd be stupid. That would be such an ignorant proposition for them to do. It would just be stupid. I would question it. I would question them. I would question them stopping altogether. However, I do see them being cheap and licensing it out. However, here's what I really see. I see them licensing it out, and the company that they license it out to is gonna make a shitload of money from it, right? And then after they start making money, I see Disney saying, no, 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 whoa, 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 whoa. No, we're no longer licensing it to you. And they take it back. And they're like, we're going to take it back and do it ourselves. And they'll take it back and F it all up again. And F it up all over again. And then they'll license it out. This is what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to sign they'll sign like a 2-year deal with somebody else to license it. Somebody else is going to license it and start making a shitload of money. And then Disney's going to be like, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Why aren't we making this? And then they're going to take it all back. And they'll F it up again. And they'll be like, all right, we got to license this. We're going to license this again. And then they'll license it out to somebody. And then somebody will take over and they'll start making money from it again. And then Disney will go, whoa, 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 whoa. We want it back again. But this time, not only will Disney take it back again, because this is a corporation. This is a corporation run by shareholders. So it's just here it is. It's just a corporation. Just like every corporation, it's run by a bunch of rich white assholes. All they care about is bottom line. That's all they care about. And then they're going to take it back. The second time they do it, they're going to take it back and they're going to say, they're going to hire whoever is in charge of the people they grouped it out to. You know what I mean? They might outsource it to a company. Let's make up a company. They might outsource it to a company called Chubbyray's Publishing. And Chubbyray's Publishing has next Tuesday is in charge of coming up with our distribution plan. Wes Huygens is in charge of sales for whatever quadrant. Bat Nessa's in charge of proprietary rendering of blah, blah, blah. And Papa John is in charge of blah, blah, blah. And of course, Logan Wayne is in charge of Europe. The first time Marvel licenses it out, Chubbyray Comics makes a ton of money in distributing everything and printing everything. And then Marvel gets jealous. They're going to be like, oh, no. We take it back. So they'll take it back, right? They'll take it back. Then they'll F it all up again. And then they'll be like, all right, we're going to outsource it again. And then Chubbyray Comics will come and outsource it again. And they'll start instantly becoming profitable. They will instantly become profitable. And then Marvel will take it back from Chubbyray. And this time, they'll go ahead and not just buy it back from Chubbyray. They'll hire next Tuesday. They'll hire Wes Huygens. They'll hire Bat Nessa. They'll hire Papa John. And they'll hire Logan in charge of Europe. So they'll end up hiring all the people who made it successful for Chubbyray Comics to outsource it. We're not done yet. Then everything that next Tuesday and Wes Huygens and Papa John and Bat Nessa and Logan says, everything they say, Marvel won't listen to an effing part of it. They won't listen to any of it. They will listen to none of it. And they will start losing money again. And so for the third time, they'll be like, all right, we're outsourcing it again. And there's Chubbyray Comics going, well, we'll buy the outsourcing again. But we want you to throw in. Next Tuesday, Wes Huygens, Bat Nessa, Papa John, and Logan Wayne. They get thrown in for free, but you pay their salaries. And Disney would do it. And Chubbyray Comics make money again because corporations are owned by rich white assholes who don't listen to anybody. They don't listen to anybody but their shareholders. And their shareholders don't know shit about distributing comics. They don't know shit about distributing comics. So I think that Disney either the smartest way that Disney could have done this, the smartest way, and don't get me wrong, I have nothing against rich white assholes. I have plenty of friends who are rich white assholes. There's nothing personal against them. And I'm saying rich white assholes, but what I mean is just rich assholes in general. Okay. Trust me, there are plenty of white people who are poor, and there are plenty of assholes who aren't rich. But what I'm saying, when I say rich white assholes, I mean just anyone who's worth a ton of money. There's a bunch of brown skinned people that are wealthy. But they all have the same thing in common. They don't listen to anybody except except people that are experts in investment or making more money. They certainly don't have someone who is particular as when it comes to just comics. I'm telling you, here's the way they could fix it. And this is all just a big it's a big metaphor for what should really be going on. Disney right now, rather than outsourcing any of this bullshit, they should be hiring. They should have already hired next Tuesday. They should have already hired Wes. They should have already hired Bad Nessa. They should have already hired Papa John. They should have already hired Logan. You guys should have been hired before this mysterious company who comes out of nowhere, who has you people involved in it, comes into the picture. But they are not thinking correctly. That's not how they think. All they're thinking is, how do we profit immediately? How do we do the most profit? Oh, let's lay off 2,000 people. Then we won't be paying their salaries or their health care. We won't have to pay any of this. And then we'll be profiting immediately. So then it's off the books immediately. So that's where corporations mess up. Corporations mess up because they're too big. Corporations are too big to grow naturally. They have to grow at a corporation's. Rate. Whereas a private company, which has people investing in it and has money to lose for the first so many months, they can set up the infrastructure, and they would know how to do what needs to be done to become the most profitable they could be. Warner Brothers used to have music. Okay. Warner Brothers had a music division, a big music division. So that's why they had all the warehouses and everything. Okay. When Warner put Jim Lee in charge of comics, you had Lee and other people going in charge of it. So that was handling the creative end, and the business end was handled by people who didn't just understand the content. They also looked at the distribution and how it's distributed, what you outsource, where and when, and how to make the most money, and where you print it was important for them. DC Comics said, well, we can get cheap printing from China. We can get cheap printing from China, but if we do that, the amount of time to get the products from China to the United States is going to be this long. Therefore, we're going to have to prepare for this big a difference. And if we make a change, if we're saying, oh, we want to change this, a reprint's going to take this long, or a restock will take this long. Meanwhile, DC said, you know what? It's quicker if we print it. If we print in Canada, as soon as the books are done, they can come over by rail or by truck. We can literally send our own, we could send our own semi trucks to pick them up at the printers and bring them back. But they did even bigger than that. They built a warehouse. They built warehouses in Canada right near the borders, which was super smart, because then they could outsource Canadian trucking companies to take the books from the printer to the warehouse. DC made some great freaking decisions. Marvel, the first thing Marvel did when they got rid of their music publishing, Disney, they got rid of the music publishing. They got rid of the freaking warehouses. The warehouses had Disney CDs. You know, I understand why music publishing doesn't, because nobody's buying CDs or albums anymore. But it had CDs, albums, Mickey freaking Mouse t-shirts, Winnie the Pooh basketballs or whatever. They had all the bullshit in it. They had tons of bullshit in there. But they decided, let's just get rid of all of them. They decided, let's sell them all. But these warehouses had comic books, omnibuses, Disney bullshit. They had all that stuff. They figured, let's just outsource the printing of all this Disney bullshit to McDonald's could print their own fluffy Winnie the Pooh, gifts for their Happy Meals. They decided to do that because they figured it would just be, because that would mean we wouldn't have to pay for the lowlifes that have to stitch the balls together. We won't have to pay for the health insurance for the assholes driving the trucks. We won't have to pay for it because, and the reason they thought that is because they have, because they outsourced all that, and because they have shareholders they had to answer to, and they said, okay, so if we just fire all these people, this is going to be immediately cheaper for us, at least on paper, because a lot of times there's restitution. You fire somebody and you pay them for like so many months. So even though we got to pay them for 3 months, at the 3-month mark, we'll stop paying this much. They can go to their shareholders and say, 3 months from now, we'll be making $1.7 million extra per month. And they show that to the shareholders, and the rich asshole shareholders go, oh, that's perfect. I love it. Boom. We agree with you. We approve it, blah, blah, blah. And we're giving you your CEO bonus. But they don't look at the long run. So what I'm saying is, I do believe that, yes, Marvel will probably outsource publishing. They will outsource it to a company who will be a private company. I hope it's a private company. I hope they don't publish it and send it to another corporation, because then we're all screwed. And the private company will distribute it much better. And they won't make as much money in the beginning, but then they'll start being really profitable at like the 6-month mark. They're going to be like, holy crap, we're really becoming profitable now. But unlike Disney, they're not just going to milk those profits. They're going to take the profits and say, you know what? If we actually invest in this and this and this, we can make even more money today. We can make even more money in the future. So that's what the private company will do. Next thing you know, everybody's going to be buying comic books. Everybody's going to be buying omnibuses, and Disney's going to be sitting back going, well, we're outsourcing all the digital. To everybody so they can read comics on their digital phones. We don't want to read comics on our effing phones. The reason we buy these books, is we like looking at the beautiful pictures. We like looking at the wonderful art. We like collecting this. We like putting this on a shelf in a room and saying, look at this. This is what I own. I don't want to go up to someone who's never read a comic and go, oh, you should read this. No. I like saying, come over to my house and look in my comic room. And I'm not the only one. That's how comic collectors are. Disney does not understand their audience. Comic collectors are different. We're different from everybody else. We are different from everybody else. We actually care about the physical. We care about the physical property. We want to own it, collect it, display it. Every time I walk into this room, I spent the weekend, I was not in this room. So I had to heal. So I spent the weekend in my bedroom reading paperbacks, or in my living room reading paperbacks and watching television. That's how I spent my day off. Mostly sleeping, either in bed or recliner. That's how I spent. But today I walked in here and I looked at this glorious room. And just like I do every single day, I walk into this room, whether I haven't been in the room for 15 hours or 15 minutes. Every time I walk into this room, I go, glorious. This is what life's about. Look at all of this magic. Look at this magic. This magic in this room that I get to look at. The magic, the glorious books that I have. I don't get that feeling when I look at my friggin' phone. That's disgusting. I don't get that feeling looking at my phone. It's not like music. You guys, I did over 30 years in radio. And yes, I was a morning comedy rock jock. Okay, that's what I did. So I wasn't big into music, but I did own CDs. And I never remembered looking into a room and seeing my CDs and going, I just never did that. I never did that. Because it's different. It's different. Physical media, books are the one thing from the beginning of publishing, which you're going back. Let's go back to that. Let's go back to the 1800s. Let's go back to early 1800s when people were actually wealthy. People would set up libraries in their home. They would libraries in their home. They would set them up because they walked in the room and go, I might not have read this wonderful masterpiece but one day I will. Life Beyond Panel said, I had a wall of CDs on my wall. And yes, all right, you had a wall of CDs. That's wonderful. That's great. I'm going to start collecting DVDs again. Sure, absolutely. That's great if you are. But I'm telling you, comics, when it comes to physical media, There are still people that buy albums. There's still people that collect albums and CDs. They collect all that stuff. And people who collect DVDs and Blu-rays, they love that. But I'm telling you, comic collectors, we're different. We love physical media. We just love it. And if Marvel is thinking of stopping the publishing of physical media, it's insane. It's insane. I'm telling you, I think Marvel will outsource it because somebody's going to go to them and say, hey, listen, you don't want to get rid of comic books altogether. I'm going to pay you blah, 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 just for you to give me the rights to publish your stuff. Just to give me the rights to publish. Marvel they're definitely going to outsource it. If they make the decision to not print, and I think they would be insane. I really think the Disney Corporation would be insane to not publish anymore. I really believe they'd be crazy to not do that. However, I can see the exact scenario that I laid out. I could see the exact scenario happening. I can see that exact scenario happening. So I'm telling you, they'll outsource it. They'll license their characters out to a company. A company's going to make a shitload of money. Disney's going to get jealous that the new company's making money, and they'll take it back. And then Disney will F it up again, and then they'll end up selling it, the licensing back to them again. And they're going to profit again. And Disney's going to be like, oh my God, we're losing the money. And then they'll gut it again. And then they'll do it again, and they'll hire everybody away from the company, and they'll bring them to work at Disney, but they won't listen to an effing thing they say. And then for a third time, they will outsource it again because they're a corporation. And that's how corporations work. Corporations are beholden to their shareholders, and shareholders don't. Here's the deal. Shareholders don't know shit. The companies that are most successful are companies that find a way to bullshit the shareholders into giving them freedom to make their own decisions. That's not Disney. That's not Disney. Here's another frightening thing. Paramount is another corporation that doesn't have they don't really listen to so I'm really scared about DC Comics in the future, but we'll get to that another time. This is way too depressing a conversation. So anyway, there you go. There's our conversation to start the show, everybody. There is our conversation. Is Marvel going to stop publishing? I hope not. I really hope not. I really hope it's just a bullshit rumor, and someone will talk them into doing it correctly. All right. Also, a couple of things I noticed in the chat. Batnessa, I see things you're saying. You keep saying that you're checking your tracking for stuff for the books you ordered. And this isn't just for Batnessa, but I'll say it for her because I noticed that she said it. Batnessa, if it says, if anything says USPS is waiting, if it says USPS is waiting for the item, that means that the people you bought the item from have not sent it to the post office. It means they haven't even turned it in yet. That's what that means. All right. If you have your own if you have like your own stamp, I don't know what it's called, but it is basically a way you can print. You can print a printing label that you pay for. You print a printing label. Once you print a printing label, that means that the number exists, okay? But you've got to put the printing label on the package, and then you have to get it to the post office for it to be sent off. All that means is that the printing label has been printed. That means the printing label has been printed. That doesn't mean they've sent it. So you're saying cheap graphic novels? Yeah, here's what this means. It means they haven't sent shit. Your stuff is probably not even there yet. They probably had to order your stuff from a distributor, and your stuff is still showing up there. And then they, don't get me wrong, they've got the numbers. They have the numbers, and then they'll put the numbers on the boxes and send them off. But until they get to the post office, they're nowhere near you. They're nowhere near you, hon. That's how it works. So, yeah, if it says they're still waiting, that means they haven't even shipped yet. It means they haven't even shipped yet. In fact, it probably means they don't even have it. They're probably waiting for it from the distributor. That's what it means. Yeah, next Tuesday, you're probably right. I'm going to do that because Adam is my friend. But here's the other reason. The other reason I'm going to do this is Crooks Bandits Comics. Crooks Bandits Comics, which is where I have the code Chubbyray Comics. Adam does his own website. Okay? Adam runs Crooks Bandits Comics himself. He does not even put it on his website until it's in his hands. The only time he does an exception is somebody like Wes, who'll send him a message and say, "Hey, Adam, can you get an Adam? Because yes, I'll order it from blah, 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 Penguin or whatever." Or he orders it from Penguin, or he orders it from, I can't remember the name of the other one, but he'll say, "All right, I ordered it." So then Adam has to wait so many weeks for it to come in. But he'll do it. He'll do it for viewers of this show if you ask him. All right? He will do it. But if not, he doesn't even put anything. Lunar, thank you, Light Beyond Panels. You're the best. Yeah, he'll order from Lunar. If he doesn't have it, he doesn't put it on the website. So he only orders, or he only puts stuff available for you to buy for stuff that he has. That way he can take it and immediately put it in the mail. That's how he does it. So I'm you buy your books from wherever you want to buy them. I just tell you, if you want to use Chubbyray Comics code and save $2 off per book, the only place you can do that is crooksbanditscomics.com. That's the only place that I let the Chubbyray Comics code be used. There's nowhere else, because I like the way that Adam does it. It would suck because listen, I could take credit. I'll take credit and go, "Oh yeah, that good shipping is because of the Chubbyray Comics code." Chubbyray Comics code has nothing to do with the shipping. It has nothing to do with the shipping. The reason you got good shipping is because of Adam. But I'm telling you, that's why I don't let the code be used, because I don't want somebody sitting at home going, "Yeah, that son of a bitch, it still has the post office hasn't even gotten it yet. That damn Chubbyray." I don't need that. I'm trying to build a show. I'm trying to build a brand. So I don't need it. So Batnet says, "I want my comic books." Well, I would suggest crooksbanditscomics.com. That's what I would suggest. Live Band Panel says, I got Gotham Central today from Adam, which is a special. Yes, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you call Adam and you say, hey, can you get this? And Adam will check. He'll check. You ask. I think Wes knows this for a fact. Adam will check. And he'll say, he'll call Lunar. He'll call Penguin. And he'll say, hey, can I get blah, blah, blah? And they'll say, yeah, we can get that to you in 2 weeks. And then he'll tell you, yes, they can get it. Or he'll call Lunar and they'll say, or he'll call Penguin, Random House, or Lunar, and they'll say, no, we can't get it. And he'll tell you that I can't take your money for it because they can't get it. As soon as they can get it, they're going to call me. So Adam will wait. And then when they call him and say, hey, listen, we can get it, then Adam will let you know. Then we'll let you know that it's on your way, and then you pay for it. So I'm just saying, you just have to know this stuff in advance, and you're new to comics, and it sucks. It sucks because every show I come in, one of the things I'm most excited about is Batnessa talking about how happy she's going to be, and this makes my day. She always says, I can't wait till I can take a picture of my big Batman order, till I can take a picture and put it on Chubbyray Comics Discord. I think that is awesome. That's the kind of stuff that I love. And I see every day Batnessa saying that. Oh, I can't wait. And it makes me happy. And I think it sucks. I think it sucks when I think it sucks that you have to wait. I just think it really, really sucks. I see Chris says, how do Adam's prices compare to retail price? Well, I've never seen Adam have Adam doesn't do cover price. I mean, he's not a farmer, for God's sakes. No, he doesn't do cover price. He does Adam price. I'll give you an example. Okay, here's Adam's here's Crooks and Bandits prices. All right. Let's go to DC Comics. DC Comics. Let's look at what's come out. All right. This is new stuff that's come out. And this is cover prices compared to Adam's price. All right. Let's see. DC Legends Omnibus, $77. Justice League of America Silver Age Omnibus, $77. Superman Action Comics Volume 2. Superman Action Comics Volume 2, which just came out tomorrow, is available right. If you go to Crooks Bandits Comics right now, it is available right. This has to be a misprint. This can't be right. If you go to Crooks Bandits Comics right now, you can get Action Comics Volume 2 by Dan Jurgens for $62. Use the Chubbyray Comics code. There's no way. Take advantage because Adam screwed something up. I think cover price, and that's $125, isn't it? Son of a bitch, that's insane. That is insane. Action Comics Volume 2, which releases tomorrow, is available at Crooks Bandits Comics website right now for $62. You're freaking crazy if you don't buy that. I've already bought it. That's insane. You can get that right now for $62 freaking dollars. How is that even possible? So that'll give you an idea of what, that gives you an idea of Hellblazer, the John Constantine Hellblazer. I think that's $150 a cover price. He's got it for $92. You can get that at crooksbanditscomics.com. Get John Constantine Hellblazer. So these are just, these are different prices you can get right now. So take advantage. Go to Crooks Bandits Comics. Use the code Chubbyray Comics and save $2 off per book. So I'm not going to fill you with commercials, but that's what you're looking at. That is what you're looking at. Love it. Meyer says, I have never paid cover. Absolutely. Next Tuesday says, Adam's bargains will be his downfall. Now's the time to strike. Come, Trash Can Fam. We will hit him with all our wallets comments. The books will be ours. I think the way that Adam's got that set up is he takes whatever amount Lunar sent him. They might send him like 30 books, and he'll put 30 books on his website. So once he sells the 30th books, there'll be 0 available. There will be 0. So I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Like it only has as many books as he owns. He doesn't put more books and then sell them to you. Have to wait 2 weeks to get the books in and blah, blah, blah. That's just not how he does business. He doesn't do it that way. So I'm telling you, Adam's my friend. Yeah, he got the Brainiac. He did get Brainiac. I know because he sent me a picture of my order. He sent a picture of my order. My order had Action Comics, Brainiac, Hellblazer, DC Finest, Batman, Blind Justice. What else did I have in it? Hold on, I'll tell you what else I had. Batman, Hellblazer, Superman, Brainiac, Action Comics. It's also got the Nightwing book and the Punisher book in it. So, because I saved that from last week. And I said, or he said, he's got FF by Dan Slott and Mad Cave's Phantom Volume 1 that still haven't come in. They still have not come in, but he's waiting for them. He's going to send them as soon as they come in. I told him, go ahead and send what you got. You could put those in there. I can wait till next week for those because there's another big order coming next week, you guys. And it's not like I can't lift omnibuses now, so my poor wife has to lift the omnibuses, but I don't care. I still take joy. I'm still going to take joy in doing an unboxing video because I'm pretty sure that Thursday my doctor is going to clear me, or for Wednesday, whenever my appointment is. I'm pretty sure my doctor is going to clear me. He's going to clear me for omnibus lifting, and I'll be able to do an unboxing video on Friday's show. Oh, yes. Love it. Love it. Gary D says, raise orders alone will keep Adam in business. Thank you, Gary. I just paid cover and was happy to do it. I got Criminal Deluxe Volume 1. Dude, that's awesome. Getting a deal. Yeah, a book like that's out of print. Absolutely. Oh, love it. Here's the hoping you get cleared and back to 100%. Oh, thanks, Matt. I appreciate it, buddy. Love it. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Yeah, no, I send hundreds of dollars every week. I send hundreds of dollars to Adam. That's every week. You guys, listen, I know this comes as a shock. I don't spend, look at me. I don't spend any money on clothes. I'm not spending any money on my hair, obviously. I don't spend a ton of money on socks. Or even, I'm wearing scrubs. I'm wearing medical scrubs right now. So I'm not even wearing pants. I'm wearing medical scrubs. But I own two ties. I have two ties, and I have dress shirts that I will wear on any day, not just for days that I have to wear a tie. Unfortunately, I've had funerals that I've had to go to where I've had to wear a tie, but I've also had my daughter's graduation, which I wore a tie to. But other than that, I don't need a lot of suits. I don't, my car, I drive a Chrysler convertible that is over 10 years old, and it is a fantastic car. I love my car. I have no desire. Maybe if I didn't buy comics, maybe if I didn't purchase this, I could have bought a brand new Mercedes big ball, whatever. But no, I have a 10-plus-year-old Chrysler hardtop convertible, which in the winter, the top is on and it's nice and warm. And in the summer, the top is down and I'm cruising around. I love it. And I have no desire for a new car. I love my car. I don't need a fancy anything. My money, the one thing I spend money on are these books. This is what brings me joy. So yes, I give Adam hundreds of dollars. I give Adam hundreds of dollars every week. But to me, it's worth it. To me, it is worth it. Tom says, Ray, if you throw a fit and they don't clear you, will you just ignore the doctor and pick it up anyways? No, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get cleared. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get cleared. They told me what to look for. They told me what to look for if there's any problems. And I'm not seeing any of it. The incisions are healing fine. My incision is from my back all the way across. The incision is healing fine. My drains I'm still getting a ton of fluid from my body. The swelling's still going down. I'm not having, and then my exhaustion is just natural. It's just something I got to deal with. And the pain is from, I fell. I had a fall on, was it Friday night? I fell Friday night. And that's what was causing the pain. And that's just because I hit my head. I hit my head really hard, and I hit my arm really hard. So I'm really bruised up in here, and my head's pretty banged up. But other than that, I'm fine. Other than that, I'm healing wonderfully. So I know the doctor is going to clear me to be able to lift omnibuses. So I'll be able to do a unboxing. And I cannot lie. I am very, very excited about doing an unboxing on Friday's show. Jay Grimm says he has a 41-year-old car. Way to go, brother. Absolutely. Good for you. Spend your money on comics. Wes says he got a car from his dad. That's awesome, brother. Good. I wish my dad could have got me a car. Damn. Oh, Monty Data just got a rare Batman Night Cries. I'll have to check it out. I'm going to check out this card in a bit. Papa John got a 2025 Ford Escape. Way to go, brother. Big Fetty said, you made a rookie mistake, Batman. I said, well, we live and learn. You know what I mean? We live and learn. It sucks, man. It just sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Batness, I'm sorry. If you wanted to get the Detective Comics New 52, Adam's got that at Crooks Bandits Comics right now. He's got it for a good price. Crooks Bandits Comics right now. You can get that. And he'll ship it out tomorrow. And you'll get it soon. Love it. The drains. My drains are draining. Today was a good day. Absolutely, buddy. Aaron says, please be careful, Ray. Yeah. Did you have to show your... No, I had to weigh it. It's weight. I have a weight restriction. So, and right now the weight restriction is 5 pounds. There are some omnibuses that weigh over 5 pounds and some that weigh under. Like, if I can right now read... I can read Justice League Bronze Age Volume 1 if I wanted to, because it's the new paper, and the new paper those books weigh 3 and some odd pounds. So I can lift that. It's the heavy omnibuses that I have problems with. And absolutes, those are the ones I have problems with. So it sucks. Appeal the Wolf says, Chubby Ray, what's up? Just picked up first 2 massive editions of Radiant Black. Oh my God. I love Kyle Higgins Radiant Black. I think Kyle Higgins Radiant Black is fantastic. I think it's got that good young superhero vibe that is made for some of the best comics in the history of comics. And I think it's in Radiant Black, and what Kyle Higgins is doing with that series is magnificent. I highly, highly enjoy Radiant Black. And I highly, highly recommend it. It is a wonderful, wonderful book. Matt says, Ray, are you okay after hitting your head? Prove it. Do you remember me not winning shit on Saturday stream and being taught to? Absolutely. That was my favorite part of Saturday stream, was Matt's wife reminding him he didn't win shit. I loved it. That was my favorite part of Saturday's show. Are you kidding? Hell yeah. I'm halfway tempted. If I had the money, I think I'd buy. I would buy Batnessa a book from Crooks Bandits, just because I know that it will get there sooner than her CGN order. But then she'd feel like crap. Poor kid. Yep. I'll light behind the pedals. I can definitely read Nightwing. Yeah, Nightwing is... I know Nightwing's not 5 pounds. I love Taylor and Dedondo's. Oh, Nightwing, it's so good. My God. That is my favorite comic run. It's my favorite omnibus of all time is Nightwing by Taylor and Dedondo Volume 1. I can't wait to read Volume 2. But you guys saw it is in my Crooks Bandits order that's coming. It's in that order that's coming. So another Captain America omnibus is coming out. Dude, Gracie, Patrick, I'm getting Captain America next week. I'm getting Captain America Volume 5. I'm getting, I'll be getting Dan Slott Fantastic Four because it'll have come in by then. I'll be getting Phantom Volume 1 trade paperback. I'll be getting Joshua Williamson Flash Volume 3. And I'll be, what else? There's something else coming out. What else is coming out next week? There's something else coming out that I'm getting. Let me check. Oh, I love checking upcoming books. It is, I think it's my favorite thing in life is to check out upcoming comics. I don't know why I have this sickness, but I get so much joy. Oh, let me see. The Messiah Complex. Oh my God, yes. X-Men. This is the book I've been most excited about. It's the book I've been most excited about this month is X-Men The Messiah Complex. Oh my God. That's coming next week. Plus I'm getting The Flash by Joshua Williamson. Volume 3. And Nightwing Volume 3 Cirque de Sin of the Dan Waters Nightwing series. Plus, I'll be getting Suicide Squad DC Finest. And I might get Milestone Compendium number 5 because I have 1 through 4. So that's looking ahead to next week. Oh, my favorite day of the week is looking ahead of what's coming. Oh my God. X-Men Messiah Trilogy. Messiah Trilogy is going to be so good. Oh my God. Wes says, do not try to pick it up. Yeah, I cannot get Infinite Crisis or Avengers versus X-Men. Yeah. So I'm very happy about next week, man. Let's hope, let Image buy the X-Men so we can get consistent releases and everything stays in print. Oh, let's see. I can't wait. I want to read the Messiah Trilogy is the book that I want to read as soon as it comes in. Oh, Omar did a video today. Psychos fans says Omar has Messiah Complex up. Big Fetty says Omar did a video today. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I love when Omar puts out his review video. Oh my God, Messiah Trilogy, awesome. Oh, love it. Ross says he's had a Messiah Trilogy pre-ordered since January 1st. Dude, that's awesome. That is fantastic. That is great. I did not sell my extra skin, but there was an exceptional amount of skin. Holy crap. I mean, there was a lot of skin. Of which they thought was funny, and they weighed it. They weighed it and told my wife how much it weighed. I did not appreciate them weighing the skin and reminding my wife how fat her husband was. I wish they would not have done that, but oh well, what do you do? What do you do, right? All right, so I have giveaways going on. I can't lift it. Actually, I could because it's only 4 pounds, but I have X-Force Volume 1. I have X-Force Volume 1 that we are giving away this Saturday. I'll be giving it away by doing a trash can fam, pulling out names. I'll pull out a name and I'll go, okay. I'll go, Wes Wiggins, and then I will throw it in the trash. That's coming up Saturday. All right. That is coming up Saturday. So let's go ahead and get some people entered. Let's get some people entered for this. This is the last of our seller. Hold on, use two hands. I got to use two hands and I have to hold on. I have to bend. There we go. All right. There is the X-Force. I want to get it so you guys can see it. Here is the X-Force Omnibus right here. X-Force Omnibus right here. This is what we're giving away on Saturday. All right. For starters, did we get, let me check and see. Did we get any new members? Any new members? Any new members, or is it the same amount? We've got 79 total members. 79 total members. So a couple members left, I think. Because I thought we were at 81 on Sat. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me see the membership. Okay. Make sure that somebody who isn't a member, I want to make sure everybody's a member who's in there. Okay. All right. So I see the membership, but I think I think I got everybody in. I believe I have everybody in. All right. Let's get Life Beyond the Panel says, I think I have a membership under 2 accounts. I don't know if you do, but I would think that'd be awesome if you do, but I don't know. All right. Let's draw. Let's get some members put in. We're going to get members put in the Rice Krispie Cups. All right. You guys ready? Let's get members put in. Goomba Guy, you are getting in. Now remember, he might already be in. When someone gets picked, I fill out a new ticket for their name and put it in the Rice Krispie Bowl, all right? So Goomba Guy is the first one picked. Second one picked is Christopher Allen. All right. Let me check Christopher Allen. I'm checking the roll. I'm checking the rolls of members for Christopher Allen. I see Chris Salinger. But I'm not seeing Christopher Allen. Maybe Christopher Allen should not be in the hopper. This will be the first one, right? Is this the first one I found that wasn't in? Yeah, I don't see Christopher. Sorry, Christopher Allen. You're not in the hopper. I'm taking you out of the hopper, buddy. Please let me know if I'm wrong. But Christopher Allen, you're not in there, my man. Oh, Xbox says Tom gifted a membership. So if they don't renew the membership, it goes away. That could have been what happened. Sometimes we gift the membership, and after so many weeks, the membership runs out. So if he didn't re-up, that's why. All right, here we go. Gun Fanatic. Gun Fanatic. I'm pretty sure Gun Fanatic's still in there. Come on. I definitely remember. You can't forget Gun Fanatic. He's hard to forget. Of course, Gun Fanatic's in there. You know that. Let's do. Who do we got here? Papa John. We got Papa John. All right. Love it. I just dropped somebody. Jacob Hollinger, I just dropped you. Now you're in. Jacob's in. Papa John is in. I know those guys are in. Let me just make sure. This is me doing my job, keeping my wife from being mad at me. Here we go. We got one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. How many should I pick? Tom, how many should I pick? Tom, how many should I pick? I need at least 5, so I'm picking at least one more. Let's go with, let me know. How many should I pick, buddy? Let me know. I'm waiting for Tom to answer. Xbox says 8.5. 8.5. Did we lose Tom? All right, next Tuesday, how many should I pick? I've already picked 4. How many should I pick, man? How many should I pick? Oh, Tom says 5. All right, Tom said 5 and 5. All right, I got you, Tom. All right. So you want to do randos as well? All right. And we have John Oakley. John Oakley gets in. That's number 5. All right, John Oakley. So let me get John in. All right. So there's our 5. Our 5, Goomba Guy, John Oakley, Gun Fanatic, Jacob Olinger, and Papa John. You 5 guys get in. Now let's do random. Let's do a random. We'll do a random in order to get the next 5. So we'll do a random, and the 2 people above the random and the 2 people beneath the random will also get in. This is Tom's choice, everybody. All right, Tom. Whenever you're ready, pal. I'm trying to get my phone to where you guys can see it. All right. There we go. Tom, count over 25, under 100, starting now. I'm scrolling up. Scrolling up. Scrolling up. They were now to the top. Now I'm scrolling down. Scrolling down. When I land on someone, the two people above them and beneath them will also be chosen. And do not worry if you live outside the United States. I will give you the chance if you pay for shipping. If you win the omnibus and you pay for shipping, I'll send it off. All right. I'm scrolling down. Hold on. I have to drink my protein drink. Still scrolling. Oh, we might already be all the way down. Now I'm going to start scrolling up again. We're scrolling again. Did Tom die? It seems like a long amount of time. Is Tom taking a dump? What happened to him? Doesn't this seem like an incredibly long amount of time, you guys, for Tom, right? He's usually much quicker than this. Oh, excuse me. He's usually much quicker. We've never made it all the way to the top and down. Oh, okay, hold on. Nope. I got a message. That's from my daughter. Hold on. That's my daughter. It's not Tom. That was from my daughter. You could see when the phone switches over to a picture of my dog. That's my screen. That means somebody's texted me, but it was my daughter. It was not Tom. I don't know where Tom is. Oh, I just got a text. And I got it from Tom. I got a text from Tom, you guys. Here we go. All right. Here's a text. Today's rando. Tonight's rando is being dumped like cosmic meatloaf into the Rice Krispie cup of death. A fate allegedly rigged by Cyclops fan Wes Wiggins, Thunderflash, and Ginger Wasabi. Yet, Shadow Guardian Batnessa has shattered their schemes. Reality flickers, and Chubbyray finds out that the rando is bam, 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 NX Captain. NX Captain. NX Captain, you are the rando. Above NX Captain is Batnessa and Xbox. Beneath Batnessa is Cyclops fan and Matt. How about that, guys? All right. All right. That's awesome. That is awesome. Let me get it filled out. Let me get it filled out, guys. I get Cyclops fan, I'm going to give you. Cyclops fan, I'm going to fill it out for you. But I will give you, if you don't want to pay for shipping, because I know you live in the UK. If you don't want to pay for shipping, I'll let you decide who takes your place. All right. So it'll be up to you. But let me get everybody else filled out. All right. Just so I stay on top of this stuff. I got to stay on top of it. So let me get Matt. Cyclops fan. NX Captain. Batnessa. And Xbox. All right. You guys are the 5. So how about that, huh? We got our first 5. That's awesome. And Cyclops, let me know if you want to pay for shipping, I'll keep you in. But if you don't want to pay for shipping, you can give this away to someone else if you want. All right. It's up to you, brother. All right. Our first 5 going in. And the drawing is Saturday. Now, Friday, the show's going to be different on Friday because I promised we're going to see the Odyssey. We're going to see the Odyssey. Is that coming out Friday? I'm going to see the Christopher Nolan movie with my daughter on Friday. So I don't know what time that starts. So I might do the show earlier. I might do the show early Friday afternoon because of the I think we're going. I don't know if we're going to the early show. If we're going to the early show and I could do the comic show later, I'll do it later. But if we're going to the later show, then I'll do the comic show before. Does that make any sense? All right. All right. Cyclops Fenny's happy to be awesome, buddy. Awesome. Love it. That's awesome, buddy. I hope you win. I'd love to ship it to the UK. And I love Cyclops fan. He's one of my favorites. All right, we have any new hauls? We have new hauls, guys. I think we got some new hauls, right? You guys want to see them? You know, I love looking at hauls. Let's go to the Discord. We'll go to the Discord and look. Let's see. What do we have here? This is from, who's this from? This is from Bard. All right, Bard, what do we got? Nightwing, the Prince of Gotham. Kyle Higgins. That's a Kyle Higgins new 52 Nightwing omnibus. I'm a huge fan. That's Ed McGuinness art. That's a great omnibus. I'm a big fan of that omnibus. Then we have Batman Road to No Man's Land. You guys know I'm a big fan of Road to No Man's Land. That's the whole Cataclysm event. Oh my God, it's wonderful. We got the Nightfall trilogy. Nightfall, Knight's Quest, Knight's End. Love it. Ultimate Fantastic Four, Volume 1 and Volume 2. One of my favorite omnibuses that's come out in the last year. I loved this omnibus, and that's Black Widow and Captain America by Mark Waid and Chris Samnee. That is a fantastic omnibus. Another great omnibus, Batman by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Oh my God, that is fantastic. Iron Man Armor Wars. That's an awesome omnibus. That's David Michelini. That's great. The Century, which I own the Century, but I have not read it yet. That's Paul Jenkins. I have not read it yet, but he's got the Century. And Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka, that is a fantastic. Bard, let me tell you something, brother. That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a dozen fantastic. Dude, I applaud your haul, brother. I applaud. That is fantastic. When I talk hauls, that's the kind of haul. Now here's Chewy Queso's haul. All right, Chewy Queso's haul. We got Nightwing by Taylor Dedando, Volume 2. Oh, I haven't even gotten mine yet. Wonder Woman by Rucka. You know I love that. I've just been commenting. He's got the Wonder Woman by Gail Simone omnibus. You got that? Oh, my God. That's out of print. I've got an extra one of that I'm selling. Superman by Tomasi and Gleason. That's awesome. Wolverine Goes to Hell. I'm a big fan of Jason Aaron's Wolverine Goes to Hell. That has the X-Men Schism story in it. Schism is a fantastic story. And Wolverine Goes to Hell is a great omnibus. Awesome. Captain Marvel, Highest, Furthest, Fastest. That's Kelly Thompson's Volume 2 of her run. That is fantastic. Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale's Yellow, Blue, and Gray. That has the Spider-Man, Captain America, and Hulk stories in it. Secret War is Brian Michael Bendis. That's awesome. Brian Michael Bendis' Alias. I don't even have this omnibus. Way to go. And Savage Avengers by Jerry Duggan. One of the best omnibuses I have ever read. Dude, Chewy Queso, that is a fantastic haul. That's a fantastic haul, brother. Oh, so you guys can't see it? Oh, shit. Oh, damn it. Sorry, everybody. My bad. My bad. Forgive me. So you guys haven't seen any of this stuff? I'm so sorry. Sorry. Let me go back. Let me go back and take you through it because you guys deserve to see this. Here's Bard's haul again. Check this out. He's got Nightwing, Batman, the Nightfall trilogy, Ultimate Fantastic Four, Black Widow, Captain America, Batman by Loeb and Sale, Iron Man, Armor Wars, Century, and Greg Rucka, Wonder Woman. Oh, I love this. Is a glorious haul. That's a dozen. That's a dozen great books. I don't know where you got it from, but I think that is fantastic. Then we have Chewy Queso's run. Here's Chewy Queso's. Look at this. Nightwing, Volume 2 by Taylor Dedando. Wonder Woman by Greg Rucka. This is fantastic. Wonder Woman, Gail Simone. Like I said, if anybody wants the Gail Simone onto this, make me an offer. I actually own that. I own 2 of them. Superman by Tomasi Gleason. Wolverine Goes to Hell. Captain America, Highest, Furthest, Fastest. Loeb and Sale's Yellow, Blue, Gray. Bendis' Secret War. Alias, which I'm very jealous of. And Savage Avengers. That's a 10 book haul. That is Chewy. That is fantastic. Thrill Hill. Let's see what Thrill Hill got. Thrill Hill got Batman the Joker Year 1 by Zdarsky. Dying City. You know what? Batman Dying City by Zdarsky is one of my favorite Zdarsky Batman arcs. I thought it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I enjoyed Dark Prisons. I enjoyed Dark Prisons and Dying City more than any other Zdarsky Batman story. He's got Tom King's Iron Gotham, which I love. He's got Detective Comics' Deface the Face, which I just read. You know what I think of that? In fact, he's got Detective Comics On the Outside, Batman Eternal by Tynion, A Lonely Place of Living by Tynion, which is great. Deus Ex Machina, which is Tynion. League of Shadows, which is Tynion. The Victim Syndicate, which is Tynion. That's great. And then he's got Benjamin Percy, his Rebirth run of Green Arrow, which I love. Island Scars, Emerald Outlaw, Rise of Star City. Dude, that Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and Taylor and Redondo's Volume 2. I love that. Thrill Hill, that is a nice haul, brother. As hauls go, that's great. And last one, this is from Los. Here's Los's hauls, guys. Secret Wars Battle World. That's volume 3, right? Star Wars The New Republic 2. And Star Wars The New Republic 3. Taylor and Redondo Volume 1. Nightwing Taylor and Redondo Volume 2. Love it. Fantastic Four by Fraction. Love it. Bagley. All red. I'm not a fan of the all red stuff, but this is the run that happened after Hickman's run. That is a very fun Fantastic Four run. That's a nice haul, buddy. Very, very nice haul. I'm a huge fan. Huge fan. New Republic with the Crimson Empire cover. So beautiful. Yeah. I think it's great. Nice haul, Los. Way to go, brother. Way to go, buddy. Los must be Robin Banks, is what Gary D says. Matt's very impressed with your hauls, guys. Way to go. I love when you guys put them. I can't wait for Bat Nessa's haul. You guys, I know Bat Nessa hasn't gotten her books, but she's got a great haul coming. I can't wait. I can't wait till we can see it and I can judge her haul. It brings me joy to judge other people's hauls because I have issues. I have issues. I have an issue with Tom. I have an issue with Tom because Tom does a lot of my stuff for me. I love Tom. Tom's one of my best friends. But he also does stuff for a guy named Rob. He does Rob stuff for him too, but Rob just did a thing in Chicago. He just did a Robservations thing or whatever, and he had Omar as part of it. And I guess it was something that was scheduled. And Tom didn't even tell me about it. I mean, come on. By the way, Cyclops fan. You guys, Cyclops fan did some new art. He did some new art for Chubbyray Comics. He did Legion of Superheroes art featuring Onion Lad. Onion Lad. Oh. He did. I love Onion Lad's costume is great. And his name is Scallion Shallot from the planet colony Chive the Seventh. Oh my God. That is splendid, man. Onion Lad is fantastic. God bless you, Cyclops fan. Onion Lad. Onion Lad makes me cry, says Gary D. Oh my God, that is fantastic. Oh, I can't wait. That is great. Cyclops fan says Rob's channel is great. Yeah, Tom does stuff for Rob. Oh, that is fantastic. Dude, that is awesome. That is fantastic. Onion Lad will make you cry before he takes you down. Oh, I love it. Cyclops fan, Onion Lad is what life is all about, brother. That is amazing. Oh, that is fantastic. Onion Lad is fantastic. That's awesome. Fetty says Onion Lad's very layered. Thank you. Thank you, Big Fetty. Timing's everything. He shoots out adamantium rings shaped like onion rings. Tom says, that's right. I am the moderator. Yeah, I know that. No, I'm just giving you shit, Tom. You know I'm just teasing you, buddy. I love you, Tom. Oh my God, I just love it. Cyclops fan says he was house sitting and the urge took him in between reading the first JLI omnibuses. Oh, that's awesome. You guys, so I'm gonna actually record my Trade Paperback Tuesday video today. So I'll have a new video coming out tomorrow. And then I'm going to record, and I need advice, what you guys think. I'm going to record a video with all the stuff that I have read. With all the stuff that I have read on surgical recovery. You know what I mean? I'm seeing next Tuesday's text and Tom's text and everybody telling me that, sorry guys, my bad. I should keep up on that. Yeah, thanks for texting, guys. I'm going to do a video of all the stuff that I have read. And I've been reading, since I can't read omnibuses, I've been reading nonstop paperbacks on surgical recovery. And I just want to show you some of the stuff I've read. Iron Man by Christopher Cantwell. I read that. That's going to be on my review. Iron Man by Kieran Gillen, Volume 5. I read all 5 volumes of Kieran Gillen, Iron Man. Captain America by Chip Zdarsky, which if you saw last week's Trade Paperback Tuesday, you know I loved this run. It is, oh my God, this is 5 stars. It blew me away. I also read Deface the Face, and I reread Face the Face again. I read, I'm getting all my readings here so I can show you. Iron Man by Gillen, Volume 4. Iron Man by Gillen, Volume 3. Iron Man by Gillen, Volume 2. And Iron Man by Gillen, Volume 1. Which is the best of the 5 Gillen Iron Man books. But I'll talk about all that in my video. That's some of the things I read. Plus, I read X-Force by Kyle and Yost, Volume 2. I also read Volume 1. Holy crap. I read this. The Punisher by Rucka and Kaketo. How in the F do we not have this on Omnibus? This is awesome. How is this not on Omnibus? Marvel, what the hell is wrong with you? This is, oh my God. I'll talk about it in my video. Oh my God. Oh my God. Iron Man by Cantwell, Volume 2. I love Iron Man, you guys. I'm a huge fan of Iron Man. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to read all the different runs of Iron Man and then do a video on ranking them. That's what I'm thinking of doing. But I'm in the middle of the Cantwell run right now. And I have thoughts. They're Alex Ross covers. Volume 1 and Volume 2. You'll find out in the video what I think of these. I have also read, do I have the rest of the books in here that I've read? I've also read, here's my trade paperback Tuesday reads for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm giving reviews of Justice League, The Atom Project, Justice League Red, and Absolute Flash Volume 2. That is the trade paperback Tuesday reads. Plus, I have the rest of my trade paperback reads during surgical recovery, which includes the Legion DC Finest, X Factor Epic Collection, and more. But they're in my bedroom. I have to get them before I do the video. So I just can't wait. Just can't wait. I've enjoyed so many reads. So many reads. I've enjoyed them. Yeah. But I eventually want to get, I'm trying to read all of the Iron Man runs. And then I'm going to do, after I read them all, I'm going to do a ranking. It's just going to take a while because, Iron Man's been around for a long time. For a long time. But what I think is my top is Fraction and La Roca. I think Fraction and La Roca, man, I think that run is fantastic. I've just read Gillen's. I'm reading Cantwell's right now. I just ordered Mike Grell's run. And then I'll read Grell's when I get it. Plus I have Knopf's Iron Man Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I have Duggan's run and Bendis's runs. So I've got to get all of those. I got to get all those read. But in the future, one day in the future, I want to do an Iron Man, and I want to use the tier ranking system that Crisis is really good at. I don't think I'm ever going to be as good as Crisis, but it would be great to one day. It would be great to one day be able to do one of those. You know what I mean? It would be fantastic. It would be great to one day be able to do one of those tier videos. Even though I even though I've never done it before. So anyway, it's very cool. It's very the Iron Man run's been very fun to read. I've read the Batman runs. I should do a ranking of all my Batman runs. Of course, you guys know what's number one on my Batman runs list, right? Like modern runs. I think doing modern runs of, Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, all the books that have continually been published. Fantastic Four. Like if you do Fantastic Four there's continually been a Fantastic Four book for as long as I can remember. You know what I mean? But I'd love to go through and rank them. Like you got the Ryan North run. Where does the Ryan North run? Where does that go? Compared to the Dan Slott run. Compared to the Jonathan Hickman run. Compared to the Matt Fraction run. Compared to the James Robinson run. There are just so many Fantastic Four. So do a ranking of all those would be awesome too. So there are some heroes that have had continuous runs of books. I one day want to get to a point where I can rank them. Green Arrow's another one. I'd love to rank all the Green Arrow books. Nightwing for sure. I'd love to do I would love to do a ranking of all the Nightwing, the Justice Leagues. I think I've done the Justice League before, but I'd love to do that. But Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Spider-Man, Captain America. I got to be honest, you guys. You've always said Ed Brubaker is the best Captain America. That's people have always said that, and they're not wrong. Nick Spencer's run's very good. I like Ta-Nehisi Coates'. I thought Ta-Nehisi Coates' run was great. But I got to tell you, and I mean this, Chip Zdarsky's Captain America run is so special. It is. I just think it is fantastic. Chip Zdarsky's Captain America run, when it's all said and done, it might go down as the best Captain America run ever. You know what I mean? I cannot say that Zdarsky is not going to be better than Ed Brubaker, because all I've seen is volume 1. And I'll tell you what, if every other volume stays as good as volume 1, it'll be better than Brubaker's. I'm telling you, because Chip Zdarsky, anybody who has followed my stuff, I love Ed Brubaker's Captain America. It's my favorite Captain America run of all time. But I'm telling you, I'm shooting straight with you. I am shooting straight. The Chip Zdarsky run on Captain America might be better. It might be better. It might be better. It's so good. We'll have to see where it goes. We will have to see where it goes. All right, we have a new member. Bree B1. Bree B1. All right, thank you, Bree B1. Let me get you put into the hopper. I love when we get a new member. That's awesome. Let me get Bree B1 in the hopper. We'll do a drawing for a prize here in a couple minutes before I wrap up, guys. Let's get Bree. Bree B1, you are going in the hopper. All right. Awesome. Love it. Thanks. Awesome. By the way, Batnessa's talking about witch books. Oh my God. I wish, Batnessa, you don't know how much I wish I could get up and I'm not allowed to lift anything. I don't know the weight of this book. Oh my God. There is a book written by Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. Oh my God. Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. Now, I was turned OmniDog, who's one of my favorite people. I love OmniDog. Jess Bragg is one of the most awesome people in the world. I love Jess. I love OmniDog. So let me tell you, I love his recommendations. He and one of the guys that he broadcast with on Omni Bros, I think is the show, or whatever he does. He, and I can't remember the guy with him, but the guy's really cool, but I'm zoning on his name. They recommended a book to me, and I bought it based on their blind recommendation. And it is Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. It is an independent book, and it is so, oh my God, it's so freaking good. Bree says, thanks, guys. I've been lurking, so I figured I would commit. Thank you, Bree. I appreciate it. God love you. I'll take any new Chubsters to come in. God love you. Hold on. Batness, I'm going to get this book. But I'll have to check the weight of it before I can lift it. But hold on. Just give me a second, guys. I'm trying not to show crack. Here we go. Sorry. I didn't fall down, everyone. I'm still alive. Here we go. Black Magic. Oh my God. This is Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. In fact, I accidentally bought two. This one is sealed. If anybody is looking to buy this book, let me know, because the art is fantastic, but it's Greg Rucka. And I am not I'm not big into, you guys know how I am when it comes to magic. I'm just not big into it. But this This is fantastic. This is Greg Rucka and Nicholas Scott. And this is the first book of Shadows. It's called Black Magic. It is unbelievable. I have 2 copies of it. This is the one that's still sealed. So if anybody wants this, make an offer on this. Make an offer. Send me an offer. It cost me, the cover price is $34.99, but I think I got it for around $30. So make an offer. Make an offer and I'll get it out to whoever wants it. Let me know, guys. Let me know. It is, you guys, I think Nicholas Scott, and I mean this honestly, I think Nicholas Scott is one of the best artists currently working. I think she is one of the best artists working, period. Period. She's that good. She's so freaking good. And let me just say, hats off to her to be in a male-dominated field like comics illustration. She's not just good, because there are a lot of good female artists. She stands out. I mean, she stands out above men, women, anybody. She is one of the outstanding artists of our time. I love Nicholas Scott. I think she's one of the best artists, period. Not best female artist. I don't care about gender bullshit. I really don't. I don't consider her less than or more than, because I don't consider someone less than or more than because of their gender. She is one of the best artists, period. She's that good. Nicholas Scott is so entertaining to look at her art. I think she is freaking phenomenal. And Greg Rucka is one of my favorite comic book artists, period. Not one of my favorite male comic book artists, not one of my favorite DC comic book artists or Marvel comic book. No, he's one of the favorite comic book writers, period. So you get one of the favorite comic book writers and one of my favorite comic book artists together. Watch out. Black Magic is unbelievable. Yeah. Next Tuesday knows what it is. It collects the first 11 issues of the series, introducing readers to Rowan Black, a detective and a witch whose magical heritage awakens. But she's a detective. It's a detective story. I know there's supernatural and she's got magic, but trust me, it's a detective story and it's very good. It is very, very good. It's called Black Magic. I've got 2 of them. And this one's unopened. So make me an offer. All right? Here's a black magic woman. She's a black magic woman. That's right. Little Carlos Santana in the background. I love it, Matt. That's awesome. Batnessa says that comic's right up her alley. Absolutely. Yeah, you'll like it. Yeah, just text me next Tuesday. Make an offer. Yep, I love it. I'm so glad I found it, guys. That's awesome. And Bad Nessa, I'm holding on to my I was holding on for something for you, but I can't remember what it was. There's something I had. I said I should sell this to Bad Nessa, but I just can't remember what it was. But I had something. But who knows? Yep. Who knows? I'll remember what it was, and I'll bring it up in another show. I have more stuff. There's more stuff that I'm reading tonight, but I have really enjoyed. I've been enjoying the Iron Man stuff, has really been fun to read. I've really enjoyed reading Iron Man. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get to the video where I go over the things that I have read. Here was my question for you guys, though. There's a lot of things. Should I do a part 1 and part 2 of and I don't know what I'm going to call it. The video is going to be all about the stuff I've read while on surgical recovery. It's all the stuff I've read on surgical recovery. And I don't know if I'm calling it. It can't be just one. It's too many books. So, but I think I'm going to do a part 1 and part 2. Do you guys think I should do one super long video of everything, or put it in 2 pieces and do a part 1 and part 2? Go ahead and comment. I was going to ask a poll, but it would be easier to just ask you guys now and get your opinion. You know what I mean? By the way, remember when I said we're giving away our 5,000th giveaway. We're wrapping it up this weekend. And I said it's highly unlikely that we're ever going to get 6,000 subscribers. But if we do get 6,000 subscribers, I was going to give away another omnibus. I told you guys, oh, Logan, I love that title. Ray's Recovery Reads. That's awesome, brother. Dude, that's awesome. Thank you, Logan. Logan's the best. He is the chubby chief of the UK Chubbies. Love it, brother. Fantastic. I said I was going to give away an omnibus when we got to 6,000. Did I tell you guys what the omnibus was? I don't know if I ever announced it. But I have it picked out. So let me know if I told you. If not, I'll tell you when I can lift an omnibus. But I have it ready. It's sitting at the end of the desk. But anyway, that's coming at 6,000. But I thought 6,000 was a ways away. I'm going to show you. Here's how many subscribers we have today. 5,337 subscribers. We have gained 267 subscribers in the last 28 days. Wow. I mean, that's pretty good. That is awesome. That is awesome. That's been in the last 28 days. We've gained over 200. My God. So we might hit 6,000. We might hit 6,000, which is it's astounding to me. It is astounding to me to get there. So I'm very excited the channel's still growing and that we're getting new viewers. I love it. What do you guys think about the ranking video idea? Did you like that? And has everybody read Infinite Crisis? Infinite Crisis Book Club. Infinite Crisis Book Club is coming up July 30th. July 30th is Infinite Crisis Book Club. Tom says, Ray, it's not might. We will hit 6,000. I got to be honest, guys. Wow. It's amazing to me. It is amazing that this channel keeps growing. I'm just shocked. I'm shocked on a daily basis. I'm shocked. And I hope you guys understand that if it weren't for this recovery, that I'm going through, I would be I would be doing more, but I've had to take it easy because it's recovery. So that's why I haven't had videos out every day. I'm trying to get back to it today. So you get new video tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to get back to it. All right. So Infinite Crisis is book club for July 30th, Thursday, July 30th. We're doing book club. It's Infinite Crisis. Has everyone read it? Has everyone read it? So I highly recommend reading Infinite Crisis. Next Tuesday, have you read it? I've read it several times, but I'm reading it again. I'm reading it again just so I have it fresh in my mind for book club. It's so good, man. It is just so good. So make sure you read Infinite Crisis. Next Tuesday says he has read it, studied it in preparation for book club. Love it. Love it. Fantastic. Yeah, so you guys get it read, and then join for book club. It's going to be great. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I do, and it was on the poll. It was on the poll last time, and we didn't get to it. But I'll tell you, I do want to do a read of Age of Ultron. I do want to do a read of Age of Ultron because I'm interested in hearing opinions on it, because I think that's a book. I think that's a book that people could hate. You know, I think Infinite Crisis and with our book clubs, it's been books we like. It's been Batman Dark Patterns. It's been Batman and Robin Year One. It was Red Coat Volume 1. Now it's Infinite Crisis. Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron is a book that I do think we get some negative. I think we'd get some negative people. I think we should have done Civil War, Age of Ultron, Secret Invasion, all those books. I think we should do all of them. Oh my God. I think we should do all of them. Because I would love to hear negative comments on books as well. Bree says, there's a book club? I knew I found my people, and I have that omnibus. I love it. Yes. And now all we're doing is the main story of Infinite Crisis. So if you have the Absolute Edition, I would read the Absolute Edition. You can read the entire omnibus. That's great. And by the way, the Infinite Crisis omnibus, which is, you can see it. It's one of the most displayed omnibuses in the shelf right behind me, guys. It's displayed. It's right there. You can see it. You see it right there. It's one of my favorite all-time books. It is the most perfectly mapped event omnibus there has ever been. It is perfectly mapped. There are omnibuses that are mapped so poorly, mostly from Marvel event omnibuses. Although Marvel, when they map when Marvel maps an X-Men omnibus, it's freaking perfect. But major event omnibuses suck. They just suck. I wish they'd take time to put them in proper reading order. You know what I mean? Good night, Logan. I wish they would take time to put all of Their event omnibus is in correct order. Yes. King in Black, absolute carnage, absolute trash. I love Donnie Cates and Ryan Stegman's Venom run is one of my favorite all-time omnibuses. I love that omnibus. But the events, the way Marvel mapped the events for Absolute Carnage and for King in Black, it's terrible. I'll tell you, here's another one that's terrible. House of M. And I love House of M. Love House of M. But the omnibus is mapped so poorly. It's mapped so bad. Marvel event omnibuses are embarrassing. Don't get me wrong, I'll buy them. But they are embarrassing. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, I'll wrap up. I'll wrap up in about 5 minutes. Thanks, buddy. Tom is my gauge, everybody. when Tom, according to my wife has said this. When Tom tells you it's time to end the show, it's time to end the show. Period. That's my wife. And I listen to my wife. When my wife tells me something, and my wife says, "You listen to Tom," so I have to listen to Tom. So I got it, buddy. I'll wrap up in a couple of minutes, I promise. Yeah, House of M is a great story, but it's mapped so poorly. It just makes me crazy. But Infinite Crisis is mapped great by DC. But Bree, just read the Infinite Crisis story. If you just read all the Infinite Crisis parts, you'll be fine. You don't have to read. Reading the rest is awesome, but you don't have to read everything else. Just read the Infinite Crisis story. By the way, I will tell you this. My only problem with Infinite Crisis is pretty much my same problem that I had with Dark Crisis. I loved Infinite Crisis, one of my favorite. Infinite Crisis is one of my favorite omnibuses of all time. But I had a problem with it. The problem was I thought Infinite Crisis should have included Identity Crisis, or they should have done a book called Road to Infinite Crisis. They should have done that and included Identity Crisis in it. Dark Crisis needs to have Infinite Frontier in it. Infinite Frontier is a fantastic book, and it's not in Dark Crisis. So that was my biggest problem. That was my biggest crisis, or my biggest problem with those Crisis books. All right, guys. So I want to thank you all for watching. It's a fun show tonight. I'm feeling better. I'm going to get the video done for tomorrow. And it's about time for me to, I got to take a pain pill and I got to relax. But let's do a giveaway. I'll let you guys decide. This is the beloved Batman Long Shadows. This is Dick Grayson Batman. The art is by Mark Bagley. This is choice number 1. All right. Choice number 2. This is Harley Quinn. Black, white, and red all over. This is Amanda Conner and Jimmy Palmiotti. It is Harley Quinn's New 52 run. It's a hardcover. Choice number 2. And choice number 3. Chip Zdarsky's hardcover for Failsafe. This includes Batman falling off the moon. Batman falling off the moon and falling back to Earth. Which one am I going to do a member giveaway? This is a member giveaway. Is it Batman Long Shadows, Harley Quinn, or Batman Failsafe? What's it going to be? First 5 people to vote. We're going to decide. Vote right now. I'll decide. I will draw a name, and that will be the winner. And that will be the winner. All right? And, of course, maybe we'll vote for whatever, but if the winner that I pick is in the room, you can choose. You can choose whichever book you want. All right? I'm getting 2 for Failsafe. I've got 2 for Harley. And 3. All right. So Batman Failsafe. Or no, Batman. Is that Long Shadows or Failsafe? Gary says number 2 was Harley Quinn. So there's all right, Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn is the winner. Now, if I pick the name, if the person is in the room, you can choose any of the books and I'll send them to you. All right. Let's see who the winner is. This is one of our members, one of the show's YouTube members. You can become a member at Chubbyray Comics YouTube. And Raul, you're the winner, buddy. Raul, it's up to you. I know Raul's in the room, right? Is he in the room? Raul, if you're in the room, you could choose Batman Failsafe, Harley Quinn, or Batman Long Shadows. Whichever one you want is yours. All right, buddy? Whichever one you want is yours. All right. Let me know which one you want, Raul, and I'll get it sent to you. Raul, you're the winner. Congrats, buddy. Way to go. Let's see what he wants. Harley Quinn. All right. Come on down. All right, Raul. I will get you Harley Quinn. Harley Quinn hardcover. Jimmy Palmiotti's Harley Quinn. Going out to Raul. All right, buddy. Oh. Guess what Stupid Ray did? Just knocked my camera off again. Okay. All right. And I'll get that to my wife and she'll get it out to you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central tomorrow with another show. No interview tomorrow. Because I'm still recovering. So we'll just do a show. We'll just do a regular show. All right. We'll get back to interviews or comic discussions with other creators starting next week. Okay. You guys are awesome. Bree, welcome to B1. Welcome so much to the family. Hashtag Trash Can Fam. It's lovely to have you here. Remember, Saturday, Trash Can Fam. We're throwing people in the trash can till we get a winner. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your Monday night. See you later. So long, everybody.